And we are live. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is you are in the world, and welcome to another edition of Living World of Darkness. This scene is for the Changeling venue. It's been a day or two since AJ, more or less, had a moment of self-discovery, which unfortunately probably put Lainey in a situation where she was making sure to count odds and ends and trinkets to make sure they were all still there when the young Pisky left, and also put her back a bit on having to clean up the mess that AJ made in the midst of her moment of discovery, at least after she passed out. Having learned a little bit about a little bit, she understood the basic concepts of what a trod was. And, well, being the curious sort, she couldn't hold herself back. And in doing so, has made her way towards, well, a place of wonderment and amazement, possibly a little danger. It's hard to say. We'll let the ST decide at this point.
I didn't know I was STNCing, but yeah, let's get it. Alrighty then. Firstly, as soon as you stumble through a trot, however you stumbled through it, you find yourself on a silver road, surrounded by forests, deserts. It changes. Now, I'm just going to ask you very plainly and clearly, are you going to leave that silver path?
Probably not.
Okay, then we can
if
continue on
if
with the
this is
scene as it is.
if it's anything like Oz, she'll stick to the yellow brick road.
Yeah. It's a lot of that. Um, so you're dicking around on the silver path, lots of winding roads, forks in the road, things like that. Eh, After about an hour or two of walking, then walking for a little bit, you come across this giant fuck all castle, made entirely of the shiniest crystals you've ever seen, making even the most luxurious and beautiful castles in the Grey World like like homeless shelters in comparison. There's a massive dragon atop of this that, if it's not sitting down, it is circling, guarding the place. And there's more of those strange people that you keep seeing around. When you first saw them after your chrysalis, some of them have goat legs, some of them have blue skin and are extremely big. Some of them have elf ears, oddly enough. There are some red people that if you go near them, they will start to have an attitude with you. And they're kind of dicks.
I think the moment of sort of that we're not in Kansas anymore uh, setup is AJ just kind of stands there, sort of arms at her side, just her eyes kind of wide as she's just looking up. If she's standing in the middle of a traveled area, she is standing in the midst of people walking around her. She is just staring up at the massive dragon atop this massive castle, just kind of like, oh, I still wasn't ready for today.
As AJ's sitting there dumbfounded, mind if you put a pin in that so that way we can get the rest of the squad together? Eh, what do we say, Arthas, Astra, and Galador are just kind of hanging, or they just met up?
Where are we currently?
Yeah, they're probably somewhere in the Dreaming, on their way to Taranara, as luck would have it.
Arthas is on his way to Taranar because he wants to talk a little bit more, find out some more about this freehold that he's been invited to. So he is walking along the Silver Path. And he can bump into Astria and the others.
Yeah, I figure Astrid and Galador are just kind of hanging, talking, doing their thing. They've been hanging out a little bit more lately, since their little escapade at the bar.
Yeah, Galador will be there. He's in full armor, like always, and he'll be there.
Astrid at this point is in her she's in her leather armor, at the very least.
And the satyr with them is wearing basically just a kilt and boots. And
Oh shit, he's wearing a kilt.
yeah,
I need to
like
mute for a moment.
like a leather kilt. Not like a Scottish kilt, do you know what I mean? Like a Viking type thing.
Oh, okay. That actually makes a lot more sense.
Do you know what I mean? It's like a long, it's quite a long one, leather type thing, because he's tall, about 6'4". He's carrying a guitar as always, and a little pouch. With the pouch, which he seems to occasionally just sort of tap to check that it's still there. And there's a small silver ball of glowing light that occasionally whips around his shoulder and then settles.
Alright, I figure as Astrid and Galador is kind of probably chilling outside.
Yeah, Galador's, being his usual self, really quiet, and she, for lack of a better word, for Arthas, and he's fairly tall looking, or not fairly tall, but fairly average height she, long dark hair, wearing full armor that does have some burn marks on it, although they seem to be more like they were made ornamental.
Hella side eye.
Oh, and he's got his hair, his helmets, like doesn't have his helm on. His hair's actually pulled back enough, and Astray would notice this is the first time she's seen him with his hair back, where his ears are showing. His left ear is like looks like it's been cut with something. Like it is all like gnarly and completely fucked up. Like it looks like it is messed up.
Okay. Got a flaw, I need to roll. Oh yeah, she's fine. She's not hella curious about the ear. Rather she is, but she can contain herself. Yeah, she'll kind of look over at Galador. She'll kind of stop reading her book for a second. Dude, why are you always so brooding?
He just looks at her. Don't really have any other thing I need to be, do I?
No, you don't. I was just curious. I'm so serious.
He just kind of like frowns at you, like confused. I wasn't aware I needed to be anything else right now. I mean,
You don't need to be anything. Well, I was just curious. Just pointed out. Not to insult you or anything. My bad.
he just kind of shrugs.
That chick's been standing over there like that for like 5 minutes.
Should I kill her?
What?
He just winks at you. He just winks at Estrella. I thought you wanted me to be less brooding.
You're not sadistic. What the shit?
Oh, I see you misinterpreted my joke. My apologies.
No, it's fine. I ain't even.
I guess you guys need to work on your sense of humor.
I do need to work on my sense of humor. I need to work on quite a few things. Yo, Arthur, what's going on?
She was addressing the man rather than Astria.
Oh, okay. She'll still answer because she's socially awkward and doesn't understand social cues.
He just smiles at you,
Oh,
like he wasn't all that serious, but
He'll nod to the satyr. I suppose I do.
oh well, is one of us gonna go and talk to her?
Yeah, we may as well. She'll pop her neck a couple of times. This dude doesn't. Wait, what the fuck? The fuck is that anyway? She kind of squints a little bit at AJ from really far away. It's not a she, even though she has the ears.
What you guys see, at least from a distance, is a woman standing there in sort of like leather armor, a spear on her back, and she's got like this long white hair and silvery eyes and pointed ears with some odd designs on her face.
Okay, that's the changeling world roll. Here's going to be your curiosity.
What's the
Okay.
difficulty? What's the difficulty for lore rolls?
It's going to be standard.
6 or 7.
Okay, you got. No, it's 6. You got 2 successes. So anyone that got a success, a somewhat uncommon Keth, but not entirely, unheard of. That's a pisky.
Arthur moves toward her at the speed of light
Yeah, I think
because he's interested. In, like he hasn't got the curious flaw, but like it's just something different. He's like,
Astria will kind of, if Arthur starts booking it, she'll be like, wait, hold on. We can't bone rush her now. Gotta be cool about this.
You're right. Arthur says as he sort of adopts like a slightly less hurried pace, but it still looks quite hurried because he's so tall. He takes big strides,
Yeah.
and then like in the action, he seems to like he's gonna sort of just put his arm around Astria to seem casual and drag her along, but he accidentally sort of kind of almost picks her up because he's walking so quickly. So he's just kind of scooped her. It looks quite a weird and awkward as well.
Yeah, she is. She's not a small woman. She is like she's a little over 6 feet.
So
I'm guessing she's slightly slighter than he is, though.
Yeah, but he can pick her up. It's not like she's particularly heavy, and she's not really fighting against that.
So Galador was following you two, and the moment Arthas picks Estrella up, Galador he kind of stops for a moment, stops walking, and he zeroes in watching Estrella. But if she doesn't appear to be freaking out or angry or anything, he'll just follow them a lot. He'll just continue following them, just with his hand on his sword, just very casually. Not aggressively, just more there.
So I guess at this point, yeah, AJ, there is now a man with a kilt and goat hooves carrying a little over 6 foot tall African American woman with leather armor and elf ears and dreadlocks. And following right behind them is a dude in straight up full, I think plate armor or just standard heavy armor, whichever. He's got armor on.
Plate armor.
Okay. With burn marks on it, and he's just following the two. And all three of them seem to be making a beeline towards you.
Yeah, she's still just kind of transfixed by that dragon. She does have like a notepad out, and is currently taking notes because she can't really grasp all this stuff entirely yet. So yeah, she's just kind of standing there looking directly up at the dragon with kind of her mouth hanging agape and just
Arthas was kind of like one-arming Estrella, so when they get close enough, he just like drops his hand. So she can just put her feet on the floor.
Okay. Good.
And then he looks up, he sort of follows the piskies' gaze up to the dragon, and stares for a few moments himself.
Well, finally, AJ sort of like breaks the gaze and just notices somebody out of the corner of her eye. Because I'm guessing that Arthas is imposing enough that, you know, it's kind of hard not to see him.
He's tall, and he has goat legs, and he has horns like underneath his hair. He's quite a hairy guy. He's pretty hard to miss.
So yeah, there's this stunning woman standing next to him too.
Yeah, and Astria's just hot. Just there being hot. He doesn't seem to be wearing armor, and the other two do.
Okay, so as she kind of does that, like, looking up, and then she notices, and she looks over, and she kind of does, like, looks up, but has to do a double take when she looks at Arthas. She looks up, looks at Arthas, and her eyes go a bit wide. Given that I'm guessing he's really, really hairy.
He's not. His face and his body, his torso aren't hairy as such. No more so than a normal human. But his legs are like actual goat's legs.
Goat legs, but like he kind of has this like barbarian look from the neck up.
Oh shit! All right.
So essentially, she notices you. She looks at you. Her eyes go really wide, and she immediately like ducks for cover. And she just kind of screams out, "He attacked me first! I didn't have a choice!"
Astro kind of looks at Arthas.
Huh? He kind of has this like really dumbfounded what the fuck like look on his face.
Okay, cool. So I'm guessing you don't know this chick.
No. He even sort of looks down like he doesn't carry any weapons. Even. Oh, he's just got his sort of guitar hanging there, like in his other hand.
I'm gonna say AJ took cover behind some kind of statue or something. I don't know, Vinny, if you want to say it's something different.
Yeah, she like climbed up onto the statue's shoulders.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Astro will kind of just walk on up to the statue. Hey.
Just sort of eyes just like transfixed on Arthas. She's just kind of like peering out from the side of this head, the stone head of whatever, probably very important statue that has some great significance for somebody that she's totally like climbed onto.
You alright?
Look, if he was related to you all in any way I didn't know, he hopped on his Zamboni and then he came at me with a club, and I didn't mean to do what I did, but it was me or him.
Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Okay, do you mind if I come up there with you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Is there anything that I can do to persuade you to come on down? So that way we can explain things a little bit.
Out
Hopefully
of
we can
character
figure this out.
question, is Estrella wearing anything shiny?
Most of her stuff is pretty black, although she does have a blade that she has sheathed right now, and she hasn't even attempted to reach for it.
Yeah.
If she's going for the blade, then let's get it.
No.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing immediately super shiny on her. Although I imagine that Gallivor's plate is pretty shiny.
I think probably between the plate and the artist has got a creature next to him that's shiny. It's like a little ball of glowing light. And he also has sort of shiny beads in his beard. But I'm guessing that she doesn't really want to come near him, even though he's sort of like looking at her like, oh, what did I
It
do?
has so nothing to do with ours. This has everything to do with her friggin' chrysalis.
Nah, yeah, well,
So yeah, she's like sort of like she notices the shiny armor and a ball of light, and I think I need to make a willpower roll.
yeah, you should probably make a willpower roll.
What's the difficulty on that again?
8.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh yeah, you good.
So yeah, she's just perfectly content to sit up there. She's just
Yeah. Well, look, okay. Can you at least give me a little bit more of the full story?
Mongol fucknut decided, hey, I'm just gonna jump on you with the club and hit you with the club. The club hurt a little bit, not gonna lie. Start punching, start stabbing, and before I know it, pops Yoko, he's on the ground, I pass out, someone kidnaps me, takes him back to their free port or whatever sort of thing. Yeah, that. Fucking then look at myself in the mirror, fucking reflection wigs out, so I had to kill it. Or at least attempt to. And I met a guy like named Castiel, and then like this chick named Lainey. They were alright. She wouldn't let me have the stuff that I wanted to take, but it's just like. All I'm saying is, look, if you want to get revenge, there's so many other things you could do besides that. And she's like kind of like gesturing out with both hands, like at Arthas. Like, look, it was me or him. I'm just saying.
Okay. Alright. I think I understand what happened. Kind of. I can give you my word that none of us here are going to hurt you. At least not unprovoked. And you didn't provoke us at all. I don't think Arthas is Mongolian. You're not Mongolian, are you?
He just sort of shrugs. He said, "Well, I don't know who my father is. I could be half Shih Tzu for all I know."
We're gonna go with not Mongolian.
He gives you sort of a grin that says like, "Come on, lighten up. The situation's getting a little bit too serious for him," and he starts sort of plucking the strings of his guitar.
Like Astra, by no means is all nobled up. She's just trying to talk this poor person down from a statue.
He looks to this woman on the statue and he says, sort of with the equivalent. I think he's got sort of the equivalent of a chanting voice for the changing menu. I don't know what that is.
And you got animal magnetisms close enough.
Yeah. and the singy thing, but he's not singing. But he just says, "I'm not gonna hurt you."
It's just like that moment of like narrowed eyes as she seems to sort of think it over, mull it over in her head. She takes one last look, looks at the guy in the plate.
Yeah. If it makes AJ feel better, Astria's gonna start. She'll throw her weapons down on the ground.
She's gonna hop down, sort of land next to Astria, and just sort of like casually, nonchalantly, just reaches down and picks up the smallest thing in that bundle of stuff that was dropped.
It was a scimitar and a dagger.
So yeah, the dagger is just kind of like, sort of deftly, like attempted to, or not really deftly, but like she just kind of like bows down, sort of just looking, and just like with two fingers sort of loops the dagger's crossguard into her hand, and then like got both hands behind her back, and she's trying to work it into her belt underneath the leather flap in the back.
Get that back.
What? Huh? What?
Me throwing down my weapons was a peace offering, not an offering for you to just take them. I'd appreciate it back, please.
Oh, right. Shit. Just sort of pulls it out, hands it over.
Thank you. She'll grab it and just kind of, she's not going to keep it on her person necessarily. She'll kind of put it down to her side again, trying to be as non-hostile as possible. Okay. So I'm guessing you're new to this?
That would be something of an understatement, but yeah. Only been this way for a couple of days. Doesn't seem to go away no matter how much cough syrup I try, or...
Oh, boo-boo. Alright.
I'm not exactly sure why I thought cough syrup would help. All I know is that now, like, I'm not allowed to go back to that particular drugstore anymore because they're, like, now 100% sure that I'm, like, making meth at home.
Jesse, we need to cook?
What?
I'm making a Breaking Bad reference to ease up the tension. I'm sorry, I'm bad at this.
I don't watch Breaking Bad.
Wow, really? Oh, okay. To each their own. But, alright. Is there somewhere you'd like to go that you'd be a little more comfortable at?
No, out here, fine, public, people can, public, hey, are you related to that chick named Lainey? And he's pointing at, Arthas.
Lady?
Yeah, she's got, like, horns and goatee legs and...
I haven't met her. She's probably a satyr, though. I'm a satyr.
Yeah, and she snaps her fingers like, yeah, satyr. That thing.
He sort of dips, sort of like quite a flamboyant bow. And he says, "I'm Arthas Mallow, bard, a musician."
Like legit bard?
Mhm.
Oh. And let me guess, you're the mountain who walks? And she's like double fingering at
Great.
I don't think he's big enough for that, although I do know a couple people that are. But that's
in Artur's general direction.
Oh, is she speaking of my character?
Yes.
She just called Galor the mountain that rides.
He'll kind of raise an eyebrow. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, and she's like, she's got both fingers pointed at. She's like, yeah, because the shiny armor, and that makes more sense than, a lot of the stuff that's been going on. So, Gregor Clegane hallucination, yeah.
He just blinks at her. His eyes are like they're two different colors, and the colors switch, and they are switching like very quickly now. Like the colors are going back and forth incredibly fast now. As he just blinks at AJ.
And those fingers like slowly start to lower before they just kind of come to her side, and she just kind of like starts casually like wiping at the greaves and everything, just kind of like, oh, okay. Turns back to Astray and just smiles with a big toothy grin. So,
Oh, you go ahead.
so this place is kind of cool. Is this like what did she call it? Changeling Epcot?
Florida? It's, for lack of a better term, it's the seat of power in the kingdom. And I'd rather not confuse with all the specifics quite yet, since it seems you're quite new to this.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently I'm a... She called me a piskie, I think. Not entirely sure what that means. I do know that anything shiny I see has to be mine, and that's about the long and short of it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Although I gotta admit that the taxi driver like gave me a free ride the other day. That was kind of cool. Anyway, so Arthas, and then she kind of double guns back up at. I still haven't learned your character's name yet.
Galador.
Points at Galador with double fingers, and you're.
I am Galador Apdugal. He just inclines his head. A pleasure to meet you.
Galador. She keeps like going to say something and she's just not sure how to word it, so she finally just kind of like lowers her hand and just says, "Nice to meet you." Looks back over at AJ. Or not AJ, I'm sorry, Estrella.
My name's Astrea Greyhawk. Nice to meet you. She'll hold out her hand and grin.
She'll shake Estrella's hand and then just kind of rub the back of her head. AJ! Or Gaffney, whichever you prefer.
Gaffney. AJ Gaffney. And she'll just kind of look down. Why does that name sound familiar? No, don't tell me. She's going to roll intelligence academics because she actually has gone to a few hockey games. Oh my gosh. You played the NHL for a little bit, right?
2 games. Exhibition. Yeah. Second person to do it. Hopefully not the last.
Nice. Props to you.
So, what kind of stuff happens here at Epcot?
Firstly, it may be a good idea to not call it Epcot. I mean, I don't mind. I don't think these guys mind, but some people may take exception to that.
Arthur just sort of shrugs.
Yeah, but generally, what happens here? This castle here, it's called Tarnar.
Tarnar. Okay. Cool. Sounds kind of medievally. So,
Yeah, think very medieval as we go along with this.
so should I just, kind of stay in sort of a Ren Fair mindset and should be okay?
Think more a frantic and very jarring bouncing in between Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones.
That's horrifying.
It can be, but it can also be fucking awesome.
Right. Okay. So, points at Arthas. You're a satyr, so pan flute, goat legs, horns.
Actually, I play the lute. He's raising his hand.
Oh, okay. So musically inclined. Cool. Gotcha. Double thumbs up. Looks at Galador. I have no idea what you are. All I know is you have pointy ears and don't have silver hair, so I'm guessing you're not like me.
He just kind of shrugs. I am a she.
Well, that's becoming more and more common these days. Nope, not judging.
Oh, I'm gonna make like what would that be? Wits or intelligence to understand the joke?
She didn't make a joke.
What would you say to him?
No, I think
Oh,
she was
well,
just saying, like,
he doesn't.
there's
Okay,
just a lot of shit up in this
not
piece.
the, not the joke, the reference, because he wouldn't get it unless I rolled for it.
Oh, I guess you could do intelligence then.
Okay, because like
That is chuckles.
If you want to roll perception, empathy,
yeah,
Astrid
just
may
no
roll more
fucking
perception
clue what you're talking about.
Oh gosh, Astrid didn't get a lot. She's just like, ooh, she may not be okay right now. Gotta probably fix this. Oh boy.
Arthas could roll perception, empathy since he seems to chuckle.
He just laugh like.
Well, I just.
You think you're making a joke, and I just accidentally deleted my dice stream. What a moron! Can someone load it so I can download it again?
I already have mine loaded up. I can roll for you if you like.
How did I do that? Oh my god.
It'll come back the next time you go into a hangout. Promise.
Yeah, I need 6 dice.
I gotcha.
I got you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
She is 100% serious when she says that, Arthas.
He laughs. He laughs like he sort of thinks you're joking, and then when he sees that you're serious, he goes, "Oh, no, he is a fae known as a she, which are a type of fae." I'm a satyr.
Oh.
You're Pisky.
That's what everyone
I haven't
keeps
seen
telling me.
before.
Just looks at Galador since he's wearing armor and I'm guessing armed as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is armed.
I am so sorry.
He just shrugs.
Hey, man.
There's nothing to be sorry for.
Yeah, if you like, I can take you to the library at some point. I'm.
Oh my god, yes, we need to take you to the library.
I.
You want to go to the library?
Here.
Sorry. Should probably take that back a little bit. I get really excited about books.
I spent about 2 months or 3 months reading just because, like, this kind of messed me up when I first came into here. I haven't been here very long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toning it back.
Okay, so Satyr points. She points. Then turns to Astria.
Also she.
Okay.
She is in, like, the type of fae, not like my gender. Although I suppose I'm kind of she, too. Yeah.
That's complicated. Arthur's just waving his hand,
It's
like,
very
in front of
complicated. We're not going to explain
Astria, like, don't even try this at this point. Just forget it, like.
Oh, okay, so learned a new thing today. Learned that fairies have an Epcot. She is a term of identification.
Sidage. That's how it's spelled.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
Yep.
So can you guys do like the zippy thing too?
What zippy thing?
You know, she kind of makes like, a swishing motion with her hands and makes like, the sound effects like zip, zip,
As Astria Quicksilvers. Very well, actually. You mean that?
Yeah, that. That's
Yeah,
exactly what I mean.
I can do that. I don't know if these guys can do that.
Also,
Galador just
apparently I
shrugs.
can make light.
That's not something I can do, but ooh. And he like perks up. That's interesting.
Yeah, I did this thing.
He's actually staring at you now. Sorry.
Yeah, I did this thing where it's like light kind of just appeared and it led me to a candlestick.
Heretics.
I'm gonna roll Changeling Lord just to be certain.
Yeah.
God damn it! I am doing really bad on rolls today.
Yes, Astria knows. She has 8 dice for this and a specialty. Let's get it. She'll just say, yeah, Pyretics. Has anyone explained to you what you can do?
Kinda, like Castiel and Laney gave me kind of a basic rundown, so I didn't do anything silly. So I kind of walked in through like a doorway that had like a silver road, and I had no idea where it led, but I was like, this looks interesting.
Okay, the fact that you're here means you didn't go off the Silver Road. Okay, good. Don't ever go off of the Silver Road. If you take anything from this conversation, if you forget everything else, just please remember, don't go off that Silver Road.
What's the Silver Road? Or what's off the Silver Road?
Nothing but pain. Bad things will happen to you.
Okay, you're talking to a person who walked through a door into the great unknown, and now you're saying don't do a thing, but I'm not going to tell you what the thing is.
No, it's literally different every time. I'm not trying to be vague about this. I'm telling you because it's 100% unpredictable. The last person I know that did it ended up in Hawaii. Stranded in Hawaii. I'm not making this up.
That doesn't sound so bad.
It is when you don't have a passport and no cash.
Last time I checked, Hawaii is not a different country.
Oh yeah, but you don't have cash on you. I mean, how else? I mean, how are you gonna get it? Don't answer that question.
I've been there.
Yeah, just nothing but
Yeah,
trouble.
but I'm not trying to like undermine your point, Astrid. Yeah, don't do that.
No. I mean, I get what you mean. I mean, different viewpoints are always good. Yeah, I'm just saying it's always led to trouble.
Alright, so stay on the yellow brick road, right? Anything else? Here's a good question. You guys have been around for like a while, right? Like you're not like, a new thing that popped up, like she like points at the castle. I'm guessing that didn't happen in like the last 6 months.
No, yeah, that's been here for a hot minute.
So Why does nobody know about y'all? Or us? Yeah, us. Why does nobody know about us?
Oh, well, there's multiple reasons behind that. One, well, humanity just forgets us. It's something called the miss, and a lot of people see it as a curse, but in a lot of cases, it's a blessing too. Also, there's where we are right now. It's not the real world, the human world.
I kind of got the dreaming rundown.
Okay, sweet. We can blaze right through that. Then I suppose you'll notice that there's an extreme lack of humans here.
Yeah, about that. I've got some friends that I think would really find this great. I'd love to put them on some LSD and march them right in here.
I guess that's a thing. And don't forget, consent is also, paramount. But yeah, that is a thing. But if you're gonna bring people that don't know what's up into here, just make sure you know what you're doing, yeah?
I literally have no idea what I'm doing. In the generalist of terms.
Yeah. And are you planning
That's
on bringing dudes
basically
on
how
LSD
everyone
into
starts
here?
out here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, I was the same way. I mean,
Right. This was something that nobody mentioned to me, so I don't even know. I could just be a fucking outlaw for all I know. Rules. I kind of was thinking about that. I looked at my notebook, and the notebook said, had all these really things, and I was like, are we not supposed to get wet? Are we not supposed to be fed after midnight? If certain words are uttered, do we turn into giant shoggoths? I mean,
I don't. Okay, first I'm just gonna tell you, shotguns are a real thing.
fuck.
Don't worry, they're killable. Very easily killable. I've killed two.
All right then.
Don't worry, it's fine.
But yeah, rules looks over at Arthas. For instance, are you
unscrews his wine pouch and just starts drinking from it.
It's I'm guessing you can't be all horny in public, can you?
Well, I'm always horny in public.
This guy gets it. No, but seriously,
No, but I can't be horny in public. This is how I look here, and I look different. Well, I look less hairy than when I'm in the human world. We have two. We have our face selves, and then we have our mortal selves, and quite often they're very different. I happen to look vaguely similar, but Astria, for example.
Should we really talk about that right now?
I'm just saying that it's a thing, you can't exactly reveal yourself unless you use your powers.
Yeah, it's... let's just say there are plenty of things out there that hide us, the least of which being, like I said, the miss, which is something that the dreaming here makes for us. It's also just straight out discretion. Helps more than anything else.
Fair enough. Discretion, I can get that. I was told to stay away from the park because apparently there were murder wolves there.
Yes, they are murder wolves.
Stay out of the Bronx?
I just know that there's weird shit in the Bronx.
Hey, before all this happened, all I knew was the Bronx is a place you could go and possibly get stabbed on every street corner.
Yeah, that's a thing. I was actually talking to one dude. He said, and don't take my word on this, but fallen angels.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I don't know either. That's lost me. I've always been a non-religious dude, so yeah.
Hey, question. This is castle, right? So is there like a queen and a king in there?
Yes. Well, king. Mm, mm,
Cool.
it's
So
complicated.
Epcot's got a king and a queen. That's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, and there's also, tons of different ranks of nobility too. We've got a straight out system here.
Ah, nuts.
What? Were you hoping to become the queen of Epcot?
Kind of holds up a finger or like a hand with like two fingers squinched together. A little bit. Castle's got a fucking dragon, and she points up at the dragon.
Well, I mean, it'll be more of a long-term thing, but if you want a dragon, you can get yourself a dragon.
She grabs Astria by the collar and pulls her within like a couple inches of her face. Do not fuck with me on this.
I'm serious! You can actually get a dragon! It's just really freaking hard! It takes more than...
I need to call work and tell them I am going to be off work for the foreseeable. Where the fuck is my phone?
You're not gonna have it here because that's on the human side of things. If you want, we can go over to the human side of things.
Actually, I'm kind of interested to see what Arth. Are you? Yeah, Arthas. What he looks like, just in not horny, goatee, hoovy.
Okay.
Do you wear a kilt on the other side?
I guess we'll find out.
So, back down the silver path thingy?
Yep.
So as they're walking along, she's going to be, keeping stride next to Arthas, and she'll just lean over at some point and sort of whisper, "What happens to this armor and spear? Like, it's here when I walk through. Where does it go?"
It's best to just kind of like keep these two places separate in your mind as much as possible. Keep your how you are in the real world, how you are in the grey world, in the human world, separate to how you are here. I know it's hard, but so it's something I'm going to do myself.
So, bar? I really could go for some jalapeno poppers right now.
Gallagher just pops up. Why don't we go to Chaos Theory? He just grins at Estrella.
I don't think Chaos Theory has jalapeno poppers. Also, I'm pretty sure they're still mad at us for what we did.
We just gotta smooth talk them a bit. I'm sure you're good at that.
I'm really not good at that.
He just shrugs.
At this point, they'll end up at a trot back over into the real world, which Astrid will go ahead and open with some portal passage. I guess I'll roll for it, whatever. Yeah, she opened the thing with portal passage, get it. So as they go ahead and walk on through, I'll let everyone else describe themselves. Vinny, you know what Astria's deal is.
So, on the other side, literally, like, she just kind of, like, turns to look at Astrea to say something friendly, and then it's just like,
I know. Yeah, I know. I know.
Why do
I
you
don't know.
find this so much fun? Why do you fucking Mm.
I told you it was complicated.
Just shakes her head. Alright. 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 So
Arthas basically looks kind of the same, except he sort of transforms into wearing like these sort of jeans and a black t-shirt. And the lute turns into guitar. The glowing ball disappears, and he sort of has his long hair tied back, no horns, no beads in his beard.
Yep.
And
AJ
Galador
knows that
gets
she
short
still
hair.
Astria's a dude. AJ knows that she still has her leather armor and the spear. It's just that no one seems to be reacting to it. By the way, she does have dual perceptions. She can see chimerical reality and the real world pretty well, which may be somewhat jarring, but there is a pretty good divide.
yeah, for AJ's part, she sort of has that every person kind of look. Sort of tallish, athletic build, brown hair, eyes kind of full of whimsy, and kind of they kind of dart around quite a bit, a little bit wild.
Alright, we're here now. Yay!
So, I've actually kind of, I got a little bit of a thing to do, but can I get you all's numbers?
Yeah. Hey, yeah, sure thing.
Yeah. Arthas sort of pats around and hands over like a flyer. Right, it's kind of like a flyer for his band. It does have his number on it.
Oh, fucking sweet, a band.
Yeah. If anything gives you too many problems, just hit me up, yeah?
Yeah.
I can back you up or get you the hell out.
Word. Looks over at, I am really sorry, out of character.
Galador just use that name.
Yeah. Galador just looks over. Or she looks over to Galador, rather.
I'll just shrug. I don't have a phone, so. You notice in the Grey World, he has a very deep Scottish accent that I am too bored, that I am too tired to RP right now.
It's alright. Oh. Well, I guess maybe I'll see you around these parts, or maybe back at Epcot.
Yeah. If you want, I actually have quite a few books you could read, so that way you can start getting into the swing of things.
Definitely would help.
Sweet. I'll get you all the books.
Well, see you guys around. Arthas is sort of smiling sidelong at all of you as he starts to walk up the street.
AJ just kind of crosses her arms, standing there next to not Estrella anymore.
Yeah.
Next to Julian, and it's just. Is it just me, or does he kind of have like this really badass Khal Drogo thing going on?
A little bit. I'll admit that.
Fucking sweet. I
Are you glad you got that number now?
just sort of nice to network with people who haven't had me destroy all their shit.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I should probably let you know that you mentioned it was a Mongolian warrior?
Uh-huh.
I di- I don't think that was an actual human. Mostly because humans don't do that anymore a lot. I should roll for intelligence screen there. Oh gosh, yeah. You probably just fought a chimera. What you were describing was very similar to, well,
No. Okay. For one thing I know for sure, it wasn't a chimera. It did not have a lion's head or a snake tail or a goat head.
a chimera meaning something
Hey,
different.
no. I played Dragon's Dogma. I know what I'm talking about.
Uh, well, there's two versions of chimera. That one is correct, yeah. They're a chimera. But then there's also manifestations of the dreaming, like your spear and that dragon and that castle. All of those things were chimera, or chimerical. So you could have a chimerical chimera. I know it's very, it can be very confusing.
Is it in a book?
Yes,
Okay.
it is in all the books. I'll just send you the books.
Yeah. Also, how do I go about getting a freehold thing? I don't need like one as big as Laney's, but like, a small little thing.
uh, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can earn one, or you can, hang out with someone who has one. I've got one.
I like Laney a bit, like she's kind of cool, but scratches the back of her head. Kind of like trashed the guest room I was staying in.
I think Lane's alright. If worst comes to worst, I can talk to her for you.
Okay.
Don't worry, me and her are cool.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
But for now, I need to compile a list of books you need to read.
And I probably should sleep. I haven't done that since like Monday, Tuesday-ish. Yeah. Again, scratches the back of her head. Been like living off of Red Bull.
Ooh, yeah, that's not good.
I think it's good for anybody.
Yeah, no. Oh,
Alright.
also, another thing I could help you with. That magic shit. I'm really good at that.
I'll take your word for it.
If Galador's still there, she'll look at Galador and be like, I'm right, aren't I?
Come on. You're certainly not bad.
The side eye.
He just winks at her when she gives him when she gives him the side eye.
It's that playful kind of side eye that the Iluna gives people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, your magic's all right." Sorry, but yeah. Now with that list of books, I already have 15 you need.
Okay.
Walking off.
She holds up a finger to make a point, and then she just kind of slowly lowers it as Stray just keeps walking away, and it's just like, oh.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. This is the easy stuff.
Just kind of mumbles to herself. Absolutely nothing about this whole thing has been easy. And unless there's anything else, I believe we will call that a scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching, and have a good evening.